on page 161, he says that the history of Yale education is supposed to be one of a moral education. And I thought he says here Yale education had always been a moral education designed to produce in purpose, if not always in practice, a reflective individual, inward, thoughtful, controlled, and isolated, a living version of Cartesian cogito ergo sum, which is from Descartes, or David Riesman's inner directed man, that quote from Riesman. I thought that was a really nice way of putting it, the inner directed man, because I think you can identify all kinds of sources of control and sources that condemn you to do things. You can think of like an emotional movie or a stupid advertisement that tries to get you to act and do things. There's all kinds of external forces that attempt to, even like advertising, that attempt to control your behavior, either moralize you or incentivize you, etc. And I've consider, for example, people who say that we should be against donations, huge donations from corporations to politicians, because there's this fear that, they'll spend all kinds of money advertising on TV. But don't you see that there's only that fear if people are 99%, if the common man today is 99% at the whim of outside forces? What if everyone was what David Riesman calls an inner directed man? Would it matter how many stupid commercials that politicians make? Would it matter how much money corporations spend or lobbyists spend on politicians and all that? Would it? I don't think it would matter. But it does matter if so many people can become sensationalized by really stupid media or sound bites or like late night talk shows that don't discuss anything in depth, that just sensationalize. And like, if that is the state of man, then there's no doubt there's a worry about, Donald Trump's sensationalism, for example.